Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Stellar Toad, and today I want to talk about a new meditation that I think I made it. I don't know if I made it or not. It might already exist, and it just came in my head. But, yeah. So this is the meditation. Well, first I'm going to tell you what the basis of it is. So, the meditation that I'm talking about is where basically you, in some form, create a barrier of protection around yourself against spirits that aren't there as guides or are below Christ consciousness or the consciousness of love. So that's below the heart chakra or the consciousness of free will. And basically, putting up a layer of protection from specifically spirits like that. So, the purpose of it is to actually attract the spirit of a plant. I'm sure you could do it with other things, but basically how I did it was I used it to attract the spirit of a plant into my body and see how that affected my consciousness. Now I know what you're thinking, and you're right, but I'm actually going to do a different example. So willow trees. Willow trees is where aspirin comes from. Aspirin is an anti-inflammatory. And basically the shamans believed that being near willow trees would reduce pain in your body. It would have healing properties. And that's actually true, because it reduces inflammation. Now what I did was I prayed for a circle of protection around me against specifically spirits that weren't there as guides. Not against just all spirits, but spirits that weren't there as guides. Anything that wanted to deceive me or take my energy in some way or cause lack in me. Basically, I was protected against that. And then I attracted the spirit of a willow tree because my lower back started to hurt. And I did that even sitting in a sloppy meditation position. My back was like that. It wasn't even straight. Even sitting in a sloppy meditation position, it actually worked. And it could have been a placebo. But this is how I know it probably wasn't a placebo. In another instance, I did the same meditation. Put up the protection around me, around my auric field, and so I attracted the spirit of the plant ayahuasca. And it wasn't so much visual as my mind I wasn't actually seeing very much except gold glitter coming out in spirals and geometric patterns from the center. But if I focus long enough with my third eye, that happens anyway. But basically I was seeing gold glitter exploding out from the center of my field of vision, but I was still seeing everything around me. But it was how it affected my mind that is very hard to explain when I attracted the plant ayahuasca. I know exactly what happened, but it was so far beyond actually explaining that. It was an extremely intense ego death, okay? I stopped existing, okay, for a second. But it doesn't describe, it doesn't describe anything. Anyway. Yeah. That describes nothing. That's two words that mean exactly what it is, but it's not recompense for the experience that you actually have when that happens. So basically, anyway, so you can put up a circle of protection around yourself. This is the gist of the meditation. I'm going to get into the gist of the meditation now that I've wasted 5 minutes. It's basically putting a protection around your auric field and then attracting the spirit of a plant into yourself for it to affect your body or your consciousness or your physiology in some way. You can do that with a willow tree to reduce inflammation and reduce pain and cause healing, and other plants that have similar properties. You can study the shamanic meaning of plants and they'll most likely be correct in most cases, probably. But yeah, so I did it with a willow tree to help my lower back pain. Even when I was in a sloppy meditation position, it was like a banana. It still worked. And then I did it with ayahuasca, and that was... you can't explain that in a decent way that actually means anything. It was a lot like watching TV, except it was like being the TV. It was as if I was the couch and there was no one in the room and the couch was watching the TV. The couch has no sense of self, right? It was exactly like that. So, and it was actually much different than holotropic breath work. So anyway, that was crazy, but basically the gist of the meditation is that you can attract the spirits of plants into your body to have certain effects. You can do that with a willow tree or other things, or I don't know what you can do that with, but basically that's the gist of the meditation. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment if you did enjoy this video. Yeah, see ya. Subscribe and leave a comment.